Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in to OneOT's eSIM video series. But in terms of these kinds of projects, why eSIM? Why eUICC? Why not the deployments that we've already been seeing for the last few years? How does eSIM really change this?
Mm-hmm. So, of course, one point is the pricing point or argument. So, whenever, during the life cycle of the device and the SIM, if you can actually swap all the deals at some point to local deals, like local telecom deals, then of course you benefit from this, and that there is no question about it. So, and the other point is definitely the quality endurance that they get, and once they are, for example, deploying the devices somewhere on the border where the one telco might not work that perfectly as they assumed, then they can easily swap the telco profile without the need to physically, change the SIM.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely why eSIM is needed is, of course, it pulls down the price for the end user customer and gives the insurance that it works, and if it doesn't work, then they can easily make changes on the go. So definitely these are the main arguments.
Mm-hmm. But Graham, from the operator's perspective, does this ability to change profiles or to leave you essentially as an operator, does this concern you with these kind of client deployments?
With all these things, it's an opportunity and a threat. Obviously, we can have our IMSI as the bootstrap IMSI, but equally as, say, for a smart city deployment where you might have a number of deployments over a period of time. So you might, for example, start with some parking meters, then have a refuse collection, then have a street lighting application. Those tend to be long, multi-year projects, but at the end of those projects you can have hundreds of thousands of devices out there, all with an eSIM in, that will enable the municipality to go out to their to the market and say, well, I've got X number of devices doing Y data, I want this length of contract, who can give me the best price? So as an operator, there's that opportunity. Now, if you've only got a percentage of that business already, there's your opportunity. Of course, it's a threat if you're going to lose it by to somebody more cheaper. But what it does is it makes sure that you, as an operator, are always providing the most cost-effective solution to your biggest customers.
And then, of course, there's this permanent roaming point as well, that if this restricts some companies to do scale their business to the market where there's a permanent roaming, then with eSIM, once they have the opportunity, for example in Brazil or India or wherever it's super sensitive, then that doesn't give or kill their business case. They can still do the business. They can just swap those SIMs to local deals, and
Exactly.
there's no permanent roaming problems for them.
Yeah, I think this touches on what Graham was talking about earlier, with you can manufacture in one country and deploy anywhere in the world, and later when the deployments are actually happening, then worry about if you take a local provider, or if you stay with the main provider that is roaming, because for many cases, roaming still may be okay, and in other cases, you need to switch to local.
Yeah, completely right.
Well, thank you, Graham and Märt, for taking time today to address this interesting topic. I think what we can see here is that the synergy and collaboration is key for the eSIM, for the IoT growth. And thank you for taking the time to watch our videos, and stay tuned for more informative videos in this eSIM series that OneOT is doing.